Welcome back to The Ether, the show that disrupts the way you think about running your business. Join me, Brandon, and my co-host, Sean Delaney, the creator of What If, on today's episode. Our goal is to provide context around what we talk about so you have the clarity to cut through the noise and the confidence to grow and run a truly harmonious business. Let's jump in and take the next step to achieving business freedom.
Hey.
Hello, my dear friend, Sean Delaney. How are you? I'm not going to say the phrase this time. I'm not going to say it. I promise.
Oh, thank God for small favors. Brandon, anyway. I am transcendent. How are you? Welcome back. I missed you, Lego.
So much traveling the past 30 days for me. I'm exhausted. And I took my kids with me for the last week, which was just... Never do that. If you have small children under the age of 30, just don't take them on vacation. That's what I learned this week.
You should have left them home. How much damage could they do?
Honestly, so we left the dog with a dog sitter. I should have left the kids with the same dog sitter. It would have been, the dog did great. Kids did not.
Kids do well in a cage.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, we're not talking about kids in cages today. We're talking about election results, trigger warning. P.S. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even know who the president is. I have no interest in this. I don't even want to look at it. I haven't seen anything. I haven't been on social media all day. But regardless, we're talking about what the election results mean for your small business over the next 4 years. Do you want to just pop the bubble and tell everybody what it means?
Brandon, not a damn thing. That's what it means.
Yeah, show's over.
Why should it? Why should it matter?
I don't know. We get so worked up over it. And I've seen this with our clients over the course of this entire year, honestly. And I think back to my last business, I went through at least one election cycle, and it happened. It's every 4 years. We get crazy. People stop spending. Consumers pull back on their spending, and people get nervous for what? And today, literally today, now that there's a decision made, we're going to go back to our normal spending. Everything's going to be fine. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why people work this way.
So here's what, and so lots to, we have nothing to talk about and so much to talk about at the same time. So I don't know where you want to dig into this, but if the election, here's the fear of the election for small business owners. It is the weaponization of taxes. That's it. They're going to take my money. Who has a plan to take more of my money? And it is your money, and you should keep it. And look what government will do with it when they do take it. It is nonsense, absurd nonsense. You have no control over it. Just writing checks all over the place because they've never run a small business like you, small business owners to whom we are speaking. So what do they know? Money just magically appears. We do nothing for it, and here it is, and I can do whatever I want with it. Okay, so that scares us. Which of these people is going to take less from me? Who's going to make it easier for me to do business? Because that is what government should be doing. Not making it harder to do business, which they do all the time. Not imposing restrictions on you that they technically really have no ability to put on you. How do they take and then take and then take again? And then as you're about to die, they take more. And then when you give it to your kids, they take from them before you give it to them too. What a system. So if you're concerned about that game, yes, because you're at least aware that the game is not what you think it is. Oh, the day of our grandparents when they thought, yeah, the government has laws in place to keep us safe and allow us to form a business so we can earn our own scraps. Please, Sam, I have another. No. Right? No. Does that sound like the game you want to be playing? It shouldn't, because it sounds like somebody else set it up and you're not winning. Anytime somebody tells you that you're not allowed to do something that you know you can do, unless you're a child, if you're an adult and somebody's telling you you're not allowed to do that, that means you're playing a different game. If you think, of course I'm allowed to do this, and they're telling you you can't, they have some kind of game, an arbitrary set of rules with designed to help someone win said game that you're not choosing to play. It's just imposed on you. You need to wake up to that and get out if you can.
Or
Or
worse than that, at least I think maybe worse than that is the rules and the game were actually set up for us to win. And we have a little bit of insight into that we're not going to go into definitely on this episode. We will in a future episode, but the game is very winnable. We're just not taught the rules.
no,
I'm being a little cryptic here, but
not the real rules.
the
There
real
a set
rules
of
that
real
that the
rules.
1% play, the people who go to the vampire parties, again, joke for a different day. Those people are playing the same game you are, but they know the real rules. You've been handed a rule book that's kind of just made up and actually designed for you to lose. So, I mean, I don't know where we go with that information. I'm trying not to get canceled immediately.
Don't get canceled. You mean in revealing, hey, have you ever been, those parties where it's like this gothic castle kind of place?
I went to one. I sent you pictures of one. I was
Yeah,
there. I
it's in
found
the
it.
Alps. It's in the Alps. A lot of gothic artwork and furniture.
It's in Charlotte. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was there.
This is wine, right? And all of a sudden you realize these people aren't Swiss. They're vampires. We're the vampire party. No. Now you have to make a decision because you're either the entertainment or you're the food. So make with the chuckles, Chunky Man. Hey there. Hi. Is this thing on? Wow, you vampires really throw these great parties. Let me guess. It's going to go all night. And when the sun comes up, you don't have to stay here, but you get home to that hole in the ground, we call it. Oh, you get it's what this is about.
So, moral of the story is, what do the 2024 election results mean for your business? Absolutely nothing, because you're following a rule book that's actually designed to kill you and your small business. And I mean, we have the facts to prove it. Most small businesses fail in 1, 5, and 10 years, the majority. So we already know that the rules are broken and we're not playing by the right rules. But if you don't educate yourself on what the game that you're actually playing is and what those rules are, I really just don't feel bad for you. Yeah. So what do we do? What do we do as the ether, your hosts of the ether, to help the people find the right rules?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. Where should we go? The election is over. We need to now ignore that. It does not matter. Nothing matters politically in your small business, because there's a different set of rules that you need to play by. Step one, I think, is get fully educated on how to run a harmonious business.
Amen. And knowing where the problems are internally that you can fix, that you have control over. You can't control with the shenanigans that are going to go on at the government level. And you can't be waiting for government to help you. Name one thing they run well.
If this show is actually produced with any quality, have you ever seen the TV show Parks and Recreation?
Love it. Yes.
So you know the Ron Swanson quote, again, I would insert it if we had a budget for this show, but where he's like, do you want to hear a funny joke? I think the government is run efficiently and they spend our tax dollars wisely. Yeah. So no, the government's not going to help you or bail you out unless your name is United, Delta, or JetBlue. So aside from that fact, let's just get over that. They're not here to help us.
If there's a program out there that is helping you, it comes at a price. There's some reason they're giving you that help. There is some other ulterior motive, and it's not to help your business succeed. They have no interest in that. Except if now you're a billionaire and you're producing jobs for people, then they want to demonize you and take more of their money. Take.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't even take the company's money because the companies are educated on how to legally avoid those taxes. So they just overtax the people who are working for the company.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Why does nobody else see this? I don't understand.
People are starting to see it. And so we'll talk about more of that in the future. So what you need to do is understand where the problems are that are internal to your business that are holding you back, first, that get that kind of clarity. So you might take our business architecture diagnostic. That's going to help you see where the hidden problems are in your business. Then you're going to have Now that you have that clarity, now you need some confidence that you're going to do the right thing. So you find somebody like a What If, where we have a business architecture that tells you the exact steps you need to do to fix what those major problems are that are harassing you. We can do it with you in 90-day sprints, fix those problems, gone. And it's fun. We go further, faster, funner together. Third thing is some kind of community. We go further, faster together. So find a room, find a mentor, find people to hang out with who are also trying to change the game, exit that game for a more clear game. Let's stop playing poker where you're incentivized to lie and be deceitful and manipulate others. No, let's change the game and play Go Fish because it's much more fun and it has simpler rules. Let's do that. Let's find the game, define it for ourselves, and give yourself back agency over delivering value to the world in exchange for value back, whether it's with money or other resources. That's it. Play the
I
game of
love that
business
thing.
on a more honest, open level.
I love it. I love the Go Fish analogy. My kids just learned how to play Go Fish, and they take it a little bit too far. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but when they draw cards, so let's say, do you have any twos? No. Okay, they pick a card. I got a 4. That's awesome. Like we don't have to announce maybe everything, but I like the analogy of Go Fish versus poker.
Yeah.
But let's set up our businesses in a way that we're playing by the rules that we define. We're playing the game that we've all agreed upon, that we think we're playing, by the rules that we can actually win if we know these rules. And I promise you, that is available, and it's available for everybody. We just need to educate ourselves and learn about it. So take the
And if
first
there's
step.
a loser, then you're playing someone else's game, because when you're playing it the right way, everybody should win.
Kind of like T-ball for 5-year-olds. Everybody gets a participation trophy.
Like T-ball.
Let's make business like T-ball. Anyway,
I'm sure we do a whole show on that.
We could. We're going to keep this one short because the election is stupid, but it's over and it doesn't affect you at all. And now that you know that,
go
exactly.
do something that you can control.
Yes, which is your business. So step 1, it's on the screen if you're watching. Take the assessment we talked about. One, it'll point out all the holes in your business, and it'll give you the plan on how to fix it and move forward. And then step 2 is figure out how to build a harmonious business. Harmony speaks for itself. It's very clear what we mean by that. If you want to go deeper, A, subscribe. 2, reach out to us, and there will be contact information when you take that diagnostic. And 3?
Is there a 3? Yeah.
There's a 3. Of course there's a 3.
Better be a 3.
I'll just tell you when I figure it out. So,
and yes, if you woke up today, regardless of which way you were hoping the election would go, if you thought that this election, as a business owner, that this election was going to make your life
you almost said something wildly different.
What's that?
You almost said if this erection.
Oh, I did. This, and I was pointing down too. Like I was, if you think this erection is going to take care of itself,
is your wife watching?
You've got another thing coming. Look at what I did there.
I see.
No. Well, let's start over. If you woke up today as a business owner thinking that the results of this election were going to make life significantly easier for your business or harder for your business, you're wrong. It's going to be mildly incrementally adjusted and have more of an effect, a negative effect on you if you aren't already claiming agency over your own business and your own outcomes.
Amen.
Amen.
So step 1, take this diagnostic. If you're watching, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I'm pointing to whatif.com. And step 2 is, of course, subscribe so we can continue to just ramble on every single Wednesday and put out new episodes of the Ether that hopefully will help you grow your business. So this episode, full transparency, it was just for the SEO. So I could put 2024 election results in the title.
Election.
And that's election results. Yeah. But we're going to be back to our normal schedule of helping you grow your small business as of the next episode next week. We're talking about SOPs. How cool are SOPs?
Very cool. Socks?
Creating
Are you
sops,
saying meow?
socks. I think they're the same thing.
Are you
Do
saying
your
meow?
laundry, build SOPs that will help your small business run and grow efficiently and profitably. We love those things. So on that note, we'll see you next week on the Ether.